Hey, what's up guys? My name is Daniel and today we're doing a tactical gearheads from Operation Irene.
Airsoft GI would like to thank our sponsors.
Alright, so Operation Irene was an amazing experience for me. It was kind of my dream event that I've been wanting to go to for years and years and years. For this event, we were on the Freedom Fighters team, which was kind of like the rebels. So for my loadout, what I was trying to do was make it as civilian and without all the plate carriers and not as modern. So luckily, when I got asked to go, I actually just picked up a new chest rig, which I'll go over in a minute. Alright, so for the event itself, unfortunately at the time I only had one gun working, which was this one. I wish I had an AK-47 or something more rebel-like to take with me to the event, but for the game I did use my custom M4 Noveske. This gun was highly inspired by a custom gun that one of our technicians built, which was the Airsoft GI Diplomat version 2, and the idea behind this gun was to make an all-metal gun as lightweight as possible. This does have an all-metal body with Noveske trades on it. The stock in the back is a Mad Bull Ace light stock, probably one of the lightest stocks in the airsoft market. This is also where the battery is housed, so it's a very small 11.1 LiPo. The stock does come with a rubberized butt pad and a foam padding, but I actually took that off because I wanted to slim it down as much as possible. What I did here was wrap some electrical tape on it because it was extremely reflective. The rail system we have here is actually a newer rail system to the airsoft market. This is the Noveske NSR Key Mod, and this is a great rail system that I like a lot because it's modular. What I mean by that is you don't have rails everywhere you need it. I've never used 11 inches of rail on all four sides, so what you have is rail panels that you can move wherever you want. So it dramatically cuts down the weight of the gun. No optics for the op because I wanted to run just iron sights. These are flip up and down iron sights, and then this is just a G&G standard vertical grip. The other point worth noting is this part. This is the TUC or Tactical Universal Clip. This allows me to not have to use a sling, but I can be hands-free at any moment. So I'll go over that in just a moment. Okay, so moving on to the gear, starting with my head. The hat I'm wearing is a Condor cap, very basic in tan, does have Velcro on the front for a patch. One of the reasons why I like wearing it backwards is because the build of the hat itself allows the straps from the goggles and the lower face mask to not slide down on me. So I feel like it helps keep everything on my head. These goggles I'm wearing here are actually the Lancer tactical goggles that are replicas of the T800. I like this goggle set a lot because it has plenty of room for ventilation. Also, it's very inexpensive. The Lancer tacticals I think are like only $11.05. My favorite setup is to match that set of goggles with the Hakatsu lower face mask. Also very basic, only goes for about $8, but what I like about it is it's extremely low profile, very good protection, and I can get a very good cheek weld. I can aim down my sights no problem. The downside I do have with it is breathing can be a little bit more difficult because you don't have as much ventilation as a mesh mask, for example. And when it comes to communicating with a team, if you guys ever see those videos, I have to yell very loudly to make sure my team does hear me. Around my neck, I have an Oitech Condor Shamag in black tan, so I use this for neck protection. A lot of the engagements were actually pretty close range, so I wanted to make sure my neck was well protected. And it also kind of goes with the whole rebel look. Now this chest rig, once again, I just picked up and I am extremely happy with. This is the Blue Force Gear 10-speed chest rig. This is designed to be as lightweight and minimal as possible, so I really like that because it cut down the weight on some of my older plate carriers and chest rig. The material that they use, or what they call it I believe, is the helium whisper system. And so you have these elastic pouches that are designed for magazines, but you can actually utilize it for whatever you want. The elastic is nice because it's extremely sturdy, lightweight, but it's flexible that you can fit a lot of different gear. So this was originally designed to fit 4 magazine pouches, but you do have some MOLLE real estate on the side. So I was rocking actually 2 mags on my right here, and then I was rocking 2 Thunderbees, which were extremely extremely helpful for those close range engagements. Unfortunately, this one got damaged and my other one got lost, so I'm gonna have to pick up some more. On the left side, I did add more magazine pouches because for a big op like Irene, you definitely need a lot more ammo. This is a double stacker magazine by Condor, open top, which is my personal favorite because it's quieter than the Velcro and easy to get the magazines out. This is designed to fit 4 magazines. So 2 up front that I ran plus the 4, that was 6 immediate mags plus the 1 in my gun. I actually did end up using this one for my radio, which was extremely helpful for the operation, keeping in communication with Bob, Josh, and Ross, extremely helpful. Okay, so the last piece of gear that I had on my chest rig itself was, once again, the TUC, or the Tactical Universal Clip. This is kind of a newer device that's been around for the last few months or so, and the idea behind it is you have this clip on the gun, and then you have this holster or chest plate that you attach to MOLLE, and that's what I had it hooked to on the right side. And what I liked about this a lot is I had complete freedom when operating and moving around on the field engaging targets, and a sling never got in my way, but at the same time, I could go hands-free in half a second. I was working with maps and radios, throwing grenades, we were climbing ladders, jumping over walls, and it was such a helpful tool that I could be engaging my targets and then drop it in half a second, pull out my map, do whatever else I needed to. I remember at one point, one of my teammates had a clear shot and he needed his gun, but his went down, so I just tossed him my gun. I didn't have to like unhook anything. Extremely helpful device. Love it a lot. Okay, so you may be thinking about this chest rig and thinking, oh wow, Operation Irene, that's one of the biggest, coolest events, 3-day long weekend. That's not a lot of gear you're carrying. I completely agree. The reason why I set up this chest rig was I wanted everything I needed for the direct engagement, stuff I was gonna need quickly, communication with my team, magazines, grenade, and stuff like that. But there's a lot of other gear I definitely needed to carry, which was why I was carrying this Condor hydration carrier with zipper pockets. This is probably one of the key components for my gear for that weekend. This, once again, is a hydration carrier, so I had plenty of water in here, but this carried all the extra stuff that I did not need on the spot in the middle of an engagement. So what I actually had in the back here was 6 extra mid-cap magazines. I had tools, I had, I think, 3 extra batteries. One of the most important components that I know our squad used a lot was anti-fog wipes. We use the Revision anti-fog wipes. That's what I personally use and absolutely love them. Key component, you can't shoot anything if you can't see them at all. So this was very helpful, where I didn't have utility pouches or admin pouches all around, but I wanted to go with the Rebel loadout as much as I can. But what was nice about this was, with Josh being our sniper unit, I would set this backpack down where he was perched at, and he would just sit there, snipe away, and I knew the backpack was safe, and then I can roam around, protect him, be within the near area, and engage targets. But when I needed to, I could go back, grab my water, grab my food, and keep playing. So this was probably one of my favorite parts of the gear. This is designed to go on a MOLLE vest for plate carriers, or you can just wear it as a backpack. So I would wear it for most of the day, but when I needed to, I would ditch it and just be even more lightweight and mobile. Alright, so the last thing that I was wearing that you guys can't see on camera are my knee pads. Knee pads are super helpful. You're always crawling around, ducking, and diving everywhere. So these are the Hatch X-Tac knee pads. What I like so much about these knee pads are, number one, they're smaller in size. Number two, they're already angled towards the shape of your knee. One of my buddies actually had one of these pairs. He let me borrow it. Immediately after, I had to go out and buy my own pair. One of my other favorite features about these knee pads is the quick disconnect feature, where you only have to adjust the Velcro once, and then you just lock it on and off, and you're good to go. Alright guys, so that was my tactical gear heads for Operation Irene. It was an absolutely amazing event, a lot of fun, explosions, tanks, helicopter sounds, great experience. Let me know what you guys think of this loadout in the comments below. If you guys have any questions or inquiries about them, I'll actually be keeping an eye on the comments, and I'll do my best to answer any of the questions you guys have. Otherwise, thanks for watching guys. This is GI TV.
Airsoft GI would like to thank our sponsors.
Hey, what's up guys? My name is Daniel, and today we're doing a tactical